In this video tutorial, I will discuss data partition. We also call the table partition, and this is the very important concept to work into the performance tuning area. So, if you are working in the data analytics or the data engineering or any field where we have some involvement of the large volume of the record or data in form of the tabular format, so definitely you will get some like a performance issue. So how you can increase the performance of the particular table if we have the high volume of the record in table, like if take example, we have some transactional table, and we have 50 million of record, and that transactional table, if you use in any BI tool like Power BI or the any Tableau or MicroStrategy, or directly extracting the data from different sources, so it will take long time to run the code, run the query to extract the data. So how you can increase the performance? So this is the very common interview question you will face during the interview. So in this video tutorial, I will guide you basically how you can optimize the code by using the data partition and table partition. So in this video, it might be a little bit long, but if you watch complete video, you will never forget the concept of the data partition and table partition. So first, I will discuss what exactly the data partition in the SQL database is there, and how many type of the data partition will be there. Third, I will explain the what actually advantage we if you use the data partition. Fourth, I will show you some real-time scenario, real-time showcase to how you can do the real-time data partition, and also last but not least, how the data partition concept is very useful to crack the end type of the interview. So if you not like the video, please like the hit button, and please subscribe the channel for more such type of the video. So let's start with the what exactly we have the data partition. So I'm jumping to my laptop here. So basically, what is exactly data partition in the SQL? So basically, data partition is nothing but partition divide a large table into a smaller table. Okay, so I already had discussion, like if you have one table, basically suppose if you have 50 million of record. So suppose if you go to the any SSMS tool, so I'm jump to this tool. So I already had discussion. So let's select the database here. So I'm just selecting any database. So I'm selecting here YouTube SQL training database. So for example, I have this table, like I already have discussion that this is the transaction table. So if you talk about this transaction table, suppose I'm inserting couple of the record, which is just for the example point of view. So I'm inserting 5 record. Okay, but if you talk about the transaction table in the real time, always we have around more than 50 million or 60 million of the record. Okay, suppose if you have transaction table, if you have 50 million record, then whenever you put the select statement, definitely it will take long time to run because we have already 50 million of record. So how you can optimize? We can do the data partition concept. So basically, what is the data partition? So data partition is basically we split the table into a smaller or manageable chunk, like different part. So basically, we have different type of the data partition. So we have 4 type of the data partition. Okay, one is the range partition, the second one is the list partition. Okay, third one is the hash partition, and the fourth one is the composite partition. So I will show you also the real-time example, basically what exactly range partition is there. But first we need to be understand based on the some theoretically part, so conceptual. So range as mentioned, so they will basically give the partition by range of the value based on the some date range. Something is there like 1st of Jan to 31st of the December. This should be for 2025. This should be range 1. So 1st Jan to 31st December in 2023, this second range, like that. Second one is the list partition. So list partition is basically used for the different list value. So if you have transactional table based on the zone wise, based on the country wise, based on the state wise, based on the branch wise. So I'm just taking here example in the banking domain. So you basically you understand basic in the detail. So a branch is basically used for the a different branch code. So you can partition the data into the, so it will be very useful to read the data for the each branch. Third one is the hash partition. So use hash partition, basically use a function, hash function, for event data distribution. Okay, so for the data distribution we use the hash function, and this can be do by using the account ID. So last but not least, we have the composite partition, like combining method. So this is the basically transaction hash partition and the range partition. So this is the composite of the hash and range. So before jumping to the benefit, let's practically do all this partition in the real time. So I have SSMS already open. So for example, I have this transaction table. Okay, so transaction table, we have this 5 record just for the example here. So you can see this 5 record, we have the different transaction ID, account ID, branch code, transaction amount and transaction date. So let's assume that this table we have the 50 million of the record. So how you can create by using the range partition. So range partition is basically used to already had discussion based on the date range value, and for this I am just creating some object. So this object is basically will do if already have exist, then it will be drop. Okay, so this will nothing is doing, but real work I'm creating one partition function. So I will provide all this table structure, schema structure on the video description. So you can go and download from the video description. So no need to be you type manually. So just you can copy paste, and we creating function pf transfer by year. So once you create, this range will be created. So you can see I'm just giving you giving the every year range. Okay, so like 22, 23, 24 and 25, and I'm just creating another schema for this partition schema. So you can see this successfully created. Now I'm creating the table. So this is the real example where transaction range partition table is created based on this particular range, and I'm just inserting here the value for just populating some type of the data. So now you can see if you can see partition, we have the function. So you can see particular range wise. So every year like 23 which range 22 is there, 24 3 partition number. So if you need any type of the data which is only for the particular year, you can use the partition number for 25 is for something like that. So only that data only it will need to be extract. So you can also put into the time table while we are working in the real time, and we can only read that data. If you have the ETL pipeline to process or load the data, if you directly loading Power BI by connecting the server, so you can put the filter on the particular partition number is equal to 4. So this will be basically give you the only 2025 data. Okay, so I hope you will have the understanding on what exactly we have the range partition. Second is the basically list partition. So list partition is basically not support for the DBMS but in the other cloud it might be support, but we have the alternate view. We can create the view here. Okay, so we can creating based on the one branch. So every branch the data will be loaded in this view. So this is called the basically list partition. So whenever we needed for the data for the BR01, just you can put the select star from whatever the view is there. So a branch, so you can put the select star from uh, transaction BR001. So you will get the data transaction perform on the branch 01. Same like if you want to BR02, you can use the same table view. So you will extract the data. Third one is the basically hash partition. So hash partition is basically used for the some type of the hash function. So we can use the AVS checksum function module by 2. So based on this data will be segregated. So this will be now coming to composite partition. So not all database support conceptually we have this function, but whenever we work in the real time, we only use the range partition, and basically for the second one is the partition which is the list partition. Okay, so range partition and the list partition is only using in the real time. So I hope you understand how you can solve the partition. By using the partition you can solve the query performance issue, and this is the very common interview question in the data engineering. So if you get this type of the question, you only get the question based on the list and the range. It's 99%, but if you have any question, if you doubt, you can directly ask through the video comment. Definitely I will put on the answer. And if you not subscribe the channel, please subscribe if you like this video, and share to everyone. Thank you so much.